I'm gonna have Turin and Loco join me for this. 3 casts is really nice. Loco was worried about maybe 3 is too much. Personally, I love it. Would love to see him get in. Loco and Turin. I think with Loco and Turin, I almost don't have to cast. Maybe I can get second dinner. Let's go. Grubby likes 3. Yeah, of course. Wait, what? Yo, what's up, guys?
Hello,
brother.
Loco, Turin, good of you to join me. Thank you. We're going to try cast this amazing series between SingSing and RedPanda.
Yeah, that's a powerful lineup right there, man. It's going to be fun.
I was just chilling downstairs on the couch, man. I was like, okay, I guess I'm done for the day, and then I get your message. I ran back upstairs.
Nice, thanks, Ryan.
Back in.
All right, get your ass in the voice channel. Wait, you're here? I'm talking to you. Duh.
Yes.
And into the room, please. All right, let's jump into it. The penultimate match. 1 best of 5 here, and then the grand finals. The winner against Turin, RedPanda, and SingSing. Let me swap their names, and then we've got it all set up. Cool. Map is Tidehunters. What do you guys make of this map? What do you think when you play here? You first, Loco.
Well, first off, it's got 2 expansions, right? Which is always a little bit weird to me. I kind of like the maps that are a little bit more simplistic, even though in StarCraft we have many bases, but I kind of got to scout multiple options. So it's always... It makes it a little bit more complex, I find.
How about you, Turin?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Myself, when I was first, getting into playing and on Warcraft 3 Champions, I was always a little bit perplexed as to which expansion to take. But obviously, one of them has like the Satan turtles, which is a little bit tricky. But yeah, I would agree with Loco because I had a game versus was it RedPanda on this map, I believe, and he, it's harder to scout the double expansion if you know there's just one natural and then the other one's guarded by red. I find that it's quite a bit easier to just keep tabs on things. Whereas here, it's, these ninja expansions pop up. You might scout one, but maybe not the other, especially with the skeletons, right? Because they have an expiration date. So for me as an undead player, that was a little bit tricky. And it looks like we do have a Mountain King first and a Farseer.
Okay, Mountain King first once again. He's going to try and use the power of Stormbolt and Thunderclap to lay waste to the Headhunters. RedPanda had a chance to watch it. Now, I don't know if there's anyone in chat maybe that saw RedPanda's preparation for this match into SingSing. Like, did he do any special prep? Was he quiet? Was he on comms with maybe a coach or so? I don't know. But he's going to have seen it, so he's going to have his own thoughts on that as well.
Yeah, I heard whispers that he was... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was wondering, has RedPanda been switching up his hero choice at all? Because he was very adamant yesterday that I took a little bit of a break after my series earlier, so I missed a couple of the games, but... he was very adamant yesterday that he doesn't really like anything other than Farseer, but has he been mixing it up at all?
Apparently not at all. It seems to be all Farseer. I'm also getting comments from chat. He walked his dog. He did watch the match. He was pretty chill. He feels very comfortable against Mountain King. He says he's prepared. He was eating mozzarella sticks, and he preferred SingSing over Viper as his next opponent. Interesting.
Oh, damn. Well, the series between RedPanda and Viper went to Game 5, correct? It was just kind of like a little skirmish micro war between the Farseers, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweaty. Now, at a high level, obviously, playing at your ELO bracket and professional level, we're obviously far from that, but what is the typical encounter you see between human and orc? Is it similar to this? You see early Farseer? What's the tech? Or is it Blade?
Blade Master, pretty uncommon, but I've started to do it a little bit. Looks like RedPanda actually surrounded himself against the trees. Pretty big blunder to wedge himself behind that gold mine when there's no escape. He's also going to draw out the TP to really late. He has no shop, which means he's not allowed to come back. Usually, if you get surrounded as a Farseer at the high level, you would resummon wolves, TP, and quickly send your wolves out of the location of the town portal so that they can remain behind in his stead. This is not a good start. For someone that says he's comfortable against Mountain King, kind of using chat's words against him, that's not how you would want to start a game. I feel like there was a question as well. Did you ask me something I forgot, Loco?
I was just wondering whether or not there was anything other than Farseer opener. But,
yeah.
I'm guessing he hasn't.
I just started experimenting with Blade Master first myself, and it does feel like that's pretty good in the current meta against human, because humans have gotten so good at diminishing damage from Farseer harass that going with the blade, spamming those mirror images. I really think images are very OP right now. And it's lovely to use them. It's good because other races have broken things as well. That's how it all is kind of balanced. But yeah, images, blades can be quite nice against this.
Dangerous creep camp though. He's getting real close right now with the Mountain King. He does see it now coming in from a mile away, so he's gonna have to run.
Oh man, is the wolf gonna get the kill? The wolf gets the last hit, gets the level 2. Very, very clutch right there, man. That was, yeah, it's all sketchy, right? When you don't have your town portal and there's a fat Mountain King chasing you with the hammer.
Those turtles are okay though, right?
They're what?
Those turtles are okay. Those are not the turtles of death, right?
No, the turtles of death are at the west, the west and the south, I believe. So you know, I'm a fast expand player, so I needed to learn which were the easy fast expand routes. Yeah, so you get the giant gargantuan turtle. Grubby, does he do chaos damage?
Yes,
the big turtle.
Every creep level 7 and above does chaos damage, so that it does full damage to heroes.
Yeah, so that's what makes that really, really difficult. And they're also, correct me if I'm wrong, but they take diminishing or less stun duration from effects like bolt and sleep and various snares, correct?
Yep, correct. Level 6 creeps and above have resistant skin.
Got it, understood. Now, what do you think about the Fire Lord as a kind of a secondary push piece? We do see SingSing establishing the expansion, only building it with 1 worker at the moment, but it's probably going to come up. Maybe a wood issue, that's what she said. But yeah, maybe. Do you think a Fire Lord push would be good? It seemed to work pretty well against SingSing on day 1.
How are SingSing's peasants always mining to Moria? I don't even know how you give the AI command to get trees cut this deep.
Is he like queuing them up?
No.
Can you queue them up one at a time?
No, it's some kind of weird behavior. I don't know how it's happening, but they go for the fire tree. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, he ran out of lumber, delayed his expo a bit. At the end of the day, SingSing has a running base. Not much RedPanda can do against it. And let's see what RedPanda will do now. Is it going to be a counter expansion? Footman Scout, that's level 3 Farseer. Level 2 Wolves helps a lot. Viper's level 2 Wolves were usually quite late because he under-prioritized creeping a bit. But now we have a Mountain King level 2.8 against Farseer 3. Can be pretty hard to do a Stormbolt surround while 2 critting Wolves are hitting you.
Yeah, indeed. And you have the double claws of attack as well in the Far series at plus 11. That's going to be nice for getting some of those picks on injured footmen. Mountain King probably going to be getting level 3 from this easy camp over here. And we do see, looks like just going to be trying to get that chieftain up, I would imagine. Grubby, if you were in RedPanda's position here, would you pull back the Farseer, go harass his base, maybe poke at some villagers, and let the chieftain solo creep to try and get that level 3 power spike? Or would you keep the army together like this, considering there's no TP?
Yes, no, I would separate the Farseer, so TC would be level 2, but I would not send it by itself into Stormbolt, Footman, Harass.
So just kind of use him as scouting?
No, don't use him at all. Just not have him steal XP, that's it.
Understood.
Yeah, just stay like nearby, but yeah, definitely important. I know you've been playing a lot of solo hero recently, so that's one aspect you haven't had to worry about at all. But you're familiar.
I just don't even think about such things.
Yeah, just all XP to first hero. What do you mean 2 heroes?
Yeah. No, I play Reign of Chaos style. I played a lot of like campaign and casual games as a kid with just solo Dreadlord when I was like 11 years old. So oh, those claps are so good though, man. Look at that, getting almost everything.
Headhunter getting attacked here. A lot of Headhunters have gone down. 3 to 4 Headhunters down already. There's not enough mana to get another Stormbolts around, but there are a lot of Footmen. And RedPanda, he's losing high-quality units that are meant to stay alive the rest of the game, meant to be used the rest of the game, against the more forgetful Footmen. SingSing tries to do a surround. I think the pieces of this chain, the links of this chain, are not enough to surround. He's losing a lot of Footmen there.
Yeah. Potential for a counter push here. What tech do we have in the base over there? It looks like a bestiary and a barracks. What do you think are the optimal caster techs against human? Like in this situation, you have a Mountain King. They're going to be obviously not Shaman. Probably not, right? Because Purge isn't going to be as good against non-Archmage, but would you see maybe Spirit Walkers?
I like Spirit Walkers. I usually get Walkers when I see Mountain King because I'm afraid of Stormbolt kills. And without Spirit Walkers, every bolt is a kill. But if it's like clap-oriented play, do you really still need Spirit Walkers? I don't know. I don't think so. Because the next thing high-level humans get is Mass Breakers. So then your Walkers are kind of garbage because he's going to steal Link and the Walkers can't hit anything.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And they have medium armor too, correct? So they don't take much damage from Headhunters?
Yes, correct.
Makes sense.
I think SingSing
So
is
when
probably...
you play Mountain King like this, do you just not ever get another hero? Oh, he's getting it right now. Okay.
He's gonna go Blood Mage.
Seems very late.
Yeah, I think he only just finished tech. Oh my god, Clap is destroying everything. This feels like SingSing is reconnecting with his Dota roots. Just one hero killing everything. And all the footmen, they're like lane creeps.
Just
I mean,
lane
it's
creeping.
working. You get free XP this way. Extra gold.
Who taught him this, by the way? He wasn't doing this. This is like a new tech. I feel like he just like schemed something last night and this morning.
Black,
It was always Archmage.
Black Meyer, Dota 2 player from a long time ago. He was a pro player as well. Plays a lot of anti-mage, aka Illidan or Demon Hunter. They've been friends for 10 plus years. And he's been helping SingSing from time to time. And he told him today to go Zeus, which is the Dota equivalent name for Mountain King. And although SingSing doesn't have experience going MK first, he now understands the hero well enough from the perspective of making him second hero that he felt comfortable enough to do it. Did 2 practice games and then took it into the tournament. And he's never looked better.
Yeah.
I mean, this is looking really dominant right now. Blood Mage also here, obviously, for the mana steal, I'm assuming, right? To just make it more difficult, I guess, for the Tauren Chieftain to achieve anything here.
Yep. Tauren not a chieftain. Okay, next. And also, he's also going to give Siphon to the Mountain King. You know, I thought that was going to work out better in my head. You said Tauren Chieftain and Chief. Anyway,
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Does he have
Like
Tiny
York's
Grid?
going to be clearing his expansion for the Tiny, right?
Looks like it.
Here we have it.
Level
Yeah,
4,
Tiny
level 4.
Grey Hall's actually in the inventory. Yeah, so he does have that, and certainly that's what he did against me like every game, like clockwork. Pressure, tier 3, immediately drops Tiny. But yeah, certainly gonna have to fight for it. Level 1 Blood Mage, level 4 Mountain King. Mountain King is. Oh, did he? Wait, what happened there?
Canceled it.
Did he cancel
Yeah,
it?
he had to cancel it.
No!
The
No!
Unifier was too close.
He didn't have to
You
cancel
don't
it.
cancel Tinies. Oh no. Oh,
So what happens if
no.
you cancel the Tiny? Do you not get anything back?
Red button. It just
It's
explodes.
just suffering, dude. You get nothing. you
Just
lose
nothing?
it all. Yeah.
You get nothing
Oh,
back.
man.
You never cancel a Tiny.
A player's
Oh.
forces are under attack.
It's probably just habit, right? Because he's been doing that with his regular expansions. He's like, oh, a human's coming up. I can't fight him. I'm going to cancel this. And you see kind of the Rage Boner kind of countercharge here, right? He's just going for the human vein now. But SingSing, I think,
it's
was
like it's like
he's expecting
600
it.
gold or something, right? It's very expensive.
600
Yeah.
gold. 600 gold. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Little
I think he
donation
knows
right
it's
here.
all in now. I think he knows.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but now he's fighting against a whole lot of towers. Although SingSing is out of position, trying to make his way back home.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah. Human bases are really tough to crack, man. The towers and arcanes are one of the most, I think, one of the most annoying things in the game. Have you had that experience, Loco? I mean, you
Have
mainly
you, have you
mainly
ever
play-
played against an undead base, Turin? Have you ever?
Yeah, no, I know.
considered
That's why I play
attacking an
undead.
turtle?
That's why I play undead. But like, with your demon, do demon hunters really care about arcanes? Probably not too much, right?
The arcane, not so much, no. But,
Yeah, you got a big
it
fight
is
going down
difficult to break a human base for sure. But I still
I can't
think
believe I
undead
just
is
heard an
fun.
undead complain about someone else's base being hard to take.
Yeah, it's true, dude. It's true.
I
We
ran
need
into
buffs,
your
dude.
towers for about 2 hours yesterday.
I know. I was sweating bullets the whole time, man. It was very sketchy. A little bit of dual-pronged fighting here. Do you think RedPanda can scrap back into this? SingSing seems like he's just gonna pop off here. We do have Castle Tech coming out, correct? Or is he just going tier 2 right now? No, he's
it's
going
Castle.
Castle, and then he's got Double Sanctum. What's like the final endgame tech here? I know obviously Knights are pretty good, and I've seen them against Undead, but did they go Griffins? Did they go Knights? Like, what's the big finisher Tauren equivalent here in this situation?
I think Knight's an Inner Fire here. Knight's Inner Fire Spellbreaker. You're good to go against anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you can see preemptively that SingSing actually has armor as well as weapon damage upgrade for his melee units. He's already got 4 priests, so that power timing is going to be pretty freaking brutal. And I think the Unga Bunga army of the orcs with the Headhunter and Raider won't be able to punch through those. That is for sure. But you know, there's always time for throws. It could certainly happen.
Looks like RedPanda is
He's
going
just
for a
running out of
slow.
cash though over time.
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
it's a cash difference. It's going to be a expo again. This one is allowed to be cancelled. I honestly, can I be real? I'm still shocked from the Tiny Great Hall expansion. Minus 600.
So he did it so confidently that I assumed you would get some money back, but okay. I'm glad we cleared it up.
Yeah, I
would-
like the intercept here, kind of Age of Empires tactics, picking off some of the reinforcements as they come over there. Yeah, that was probably the most painful moment of the tournament. Maybe. I mean, I think I TP'd and left like 6 ghouls to die.
5.
One of my games, but 5 was it? Damn, how do you remember that? Damn, dude. That's crazy. But yeah, no, that was pretty rough too. That's like, what, isn't it like, is it just 600 gold for the tiny?
Yeah, it's the same amount as 5 goals, but it still felt more painful because he was going to get a lot of gold from that. Those goals weren't going to give you gold.
SingSing already building a tower, by the way, at the expansion.
Yeah, I love it.
The tower builds a hell of a lot quicker than the Great Hall.
And the Great Hall only has limited vision.
Player's
It doesn't
forces
actually
are
see
under
the tower.
attack and is under siege.
Maybe he did.
Well, he spotted it now, but it's going to be difficult to stop at this point. He's still attacking the main base, but he's got barely any units other than the heroes.
I think SingSing is like very, very cognizant of like base trading and that type of thing. I had somebody tell me that in his preparation for the Dreadlord and the Ghouls, his coach was like, just build 3 towers in your base and turn won't be able to beat you.
Yeah.
And I think he's utilizing that here quite well. Like, yeah, I'm taking some notes. I'm like, all right, maybe I won't try and dive his bases if we end up playing.
I love this
see the
era
machines
of
coming
Warcraft
out.
3 play where people are practicing and having coaches, analysts, and people to study opponents, which I guess is usually chat. Like, chat helps to give data on opponents. Maybe you check a bit. Maybe you've got, like, your coach checking a bit. This is, I mean, it was always kind of my dream when I was competing as well, that there would be, like, a team, just like in sports. A team where people are supporting you and giving data and stats. Okay, this is the heroes he's been playing. Because you had to do that yourself, which is very fun, but it gave less time for actually grinding practice. It's cool, man.
True.
It's cool
It's
to
actually
see.
really sick. Like, ever since I started streaming this a little bit, there have been so many helpful people. Like, some less helpful, right? I got a lot of advice from guys in the chat that played the game once 20 years ago. And,
Like Kevin?
you know, haven't touched it ever since. But also, like, people that are, like, actually very highly ranked. A bunch of guys from, like, the top 50 in the world that just reach out and are like, hey, do you need help? Like, do you need any advice? GG, by the way. Yeah. That game was
Yeah, that's going to be GG there for sure. Was the first event that sweaty, Grubby? Like the first invitational you had, the Only Fangs one? Like, was there spies and subterfuge and scheming and coaches spying and all that kind of stuff? Or was this one took it to another level?
I think it took it to another level. It's because you guys are all strategy nerds, strategy game nerds. So you kind of know that it's not just about like playing the game. To make a comparison, in the first event, and I would say it was right for them, and it was right for that event. You had a lot of players beginning with the campaign first. So that's minus 25 to 50 hours. It's a good way to kind of learn the game piecemeal. But the campaign has different balance rules. It has different dynamics. None of them made it to TFT because by the time they were done with ROC, they got so nervous about everyone else hitting the gym already, hitting the ladder. They're like, we need to catch up. So most of them didn't know what all the Frozen Throne units are. What's a Spellbreaker? What's a Fairy Dragon? Don't know. That's after 20, 30 hours in the campaign. And then they had to learn like how to control the speed at which multiplayer is played at, etc. So yeah, not as sweaty. Still a super cool ensemble of players that, you know, we all met each other through World of Warcraft. So it didn't have that themed background of strategy.
Yeah.
I think for this run as well, like, I was playing like maybe 4 hours or so initially every day. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then I see these other guys that are grinding like 3-4 times my games. I'm like, oh, I need to step it up. And I guess you kind of push each other by accident, just trying to climb higher all collectively.
You're so right, Loco. I had the exact same thing. I was playing like 6-7 games and just kind of like, and then I look at Lakari's stream and he's got like 500 games played. I'm like, oh shit, gotta
He
catch
still
up.
has like 3 times my total, like maybe even 4 times my total games logged. I'm like, what's going on here? I played a lot.
Yeah, you put in work, dude. The games I played with you were super stressful, man. Like every game I felt on the razor's edge.
They were very
fun. Yeah, your elo is definitely like several hundred higher than I think where you were playing on ladder. Yeah, 100%.
I think we had some really fun matches for sure. So if you had to choose between one of these two, who do you rather face?
Oh God, they both both of them are so keyed into my style now. That I feel like in best of one, not best of ones, but like a single series, I can surprise people. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're both rough. I mean, I have the victory against RedPanda, so having that is certainly nice from a confidence perspective, and I kind of know what he's going to do. He knows what I'm going to do. SingSing's X Factor. I think he's gotten some top-tier coaching about how to play against kind of my style. I might need to innovate a little bit, but dude, I can't even choose. They're both just so freaking strong.
Who's the lobby
I
host?
was hoping to play Viper. myself. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
I
Who's
think
the
you're
homie?
in the wrong lobby. Yeah.
No, how? I'm the one that creates the lobby every time. How am I in the wrong lobby?
You're in the ring. You're in.
We're all in the lobby.
22.
We're waiting for you, Grubby.
Someone else
I know what
made
you're
the
doing.
lobby and stole my name, and now I'm in the wrong lobby. Okay, I'll join, sure, but don't say I'm.
I think it was RedPanda. He's the first one in here.
RedPanda stole my lobby name. Go ahead then.
Dare he, dude?
Your moderator confused us. I think we have a couple of different names now being thrown around in the Discord chat.
No, he didn't confuse. RedPanda stole it first. I was forced to deviate into 22. I posted the name to all of you on Discord, and nobody listens.
Ah.
Let me know when you're ready, boss. Are
I
you
don't
in
mind
there?
if RedPanda hosts, but then he has to click best ping, he has to click the right map, and so on. My mods are saying, don't go blaming us. No, this is RedPanda's fault.
I just copy pasted whatever I saw in the chat, but I saw your message afterwards.
My poor mods, man.
They're doing great, man.
So
They're
hard.
hustling. They're hustling.
Yeah.
Working with streamers, I'm sure, is like wrangling cats. You know, everyone's got their own stream and schedules, and it's just chaos.
Join the video ninja.
Yeah.
You guys are an easy.
What's the password?
Easy
It's the same.
It's the same password as yesterday.
Takes 3 days to respond to messages. Yeah. The classics.
To be fair, I did ask for the URL a second time.
Yeah, I'm at 300 ping on the server. Here we go.
All right, springtime is RedPanda's map choice. Big ice map, a little bit more difficult. Creep camp. SingSing is leading in this game with a 1-0. I think I had the wrong score last series, by the way. I'm surprised no one in chat actually pointed it out.
This here and perfect. It's probably going to see the same opening, I would imagine, right? I've always been of the opinion in competitive, and I'd be curious to hear both your perspective, Grubby, and Loco as well. I sometimes get the urge when I'm in a best of 5 series in a tournament to kind of flip the script and try something unorthodox that, maybe I haven't practiced much, but I think that ends up being a trap. Do you guys feel the same way that, sticking to your guns and what you've practiced rather than like some off-meta trick is
100%.
usually better?
Yes.
Yeah?
Like I think this is an urge everybody has to suppress when you play a tournament, man. Like you feel like you need to mix it up and do something weird just because you're playing a tournament, but it's not what you practice at all. It is the worst thing to do because you end up just going for a silly strategy that you know isn't gonna work, but you kind of feel like you need to. Yeah, sticking to your guns what you practice is 100% the right thing.
Do you regret going Potten?
Yeah.
I planned it, I scheduled it, but yeah, in hindsight, I would have liked to have a little bit more practice, but yeah. I don't think it would have gone much better with the Demon Hunter.
I had a moment, like my whole StarCraft 2 career convalesced. It came together to create a moment where I could finally win a big event. IEM Singapore. I had really good training. I got some coaching from, what's the German guy? Socke. I got some coaching from Zake. I was able to beat Stardust. I was able to beat Nurcho, MC, Slivko.
Dude, just those names give me nostalgia.
I know, right? It was such a good tournament. Everything was ready for it. It was in Singapore, my wife's country. I had great food. I had great weather. Everything was going great. I even got coaching from Gumiho how to beat the 1-1-1 all-in from Terran. And I played against this guy called Sting, who, as far as I know, never won anything before or after that. So everything was lined up. But then I remembered all the StarCraft 2 tournaments I had seen where people are in the grand finals, like Naniwa, MC, Huck, Idra. There's always someone doing like Proxy Gate. Someone's doing Proxy Gate. Someone is doing like 4-Gate. And I thought, oh, I should do this thing too because I'm finally in the finals of a tournament. And then I did Proxy Gate. I never practiced it. Insta got found. And I was just at a terrible footing. And then I nearly won with my usual counter. Why did I do that? I still feel bad about it. Anyway, Farseer, Harass here. Mountain King dropping low already. The Sasquatch is still very healthy. Looks like a good start for RedPanda. He's focusing Mountain King.
Yeah, certainly a lot better. It's going to be forcing the militia back. He's not even going to get the Sasquatch show. And I always feel like those kind of initial orange camp creeps against Orc is so hard. I mean, maybe you can kind of counter it with a bolt surround or something like that, but that's pretty hard to do. What's your opinion on that, Grubby? Do you think like more conservative green camp creeping at this level we're at is probably better against Orc, or do you still think trying to shove the orange is better?
I think 1.0 Mountain King Expo does not exist. It's not a thing. Like this, what Sing is doing is so unbelievably greedy, and it's also willfully blind to the certainty that Red Panda's Farseer is gonna show up. It's so much better to build it up like you did on the other ice map, where you first get the greater healing potion camp, then you go for another creep camp, and then finally you go for it. I don't know why he tries to do it in this order. But yeah, so yeah, that's to answer your question. I agree. I don't think he should be taking the Sasquatch camp.
Yeah, it's tricky. He does get level 2 and does get the Gauntlet of Ogre Strength items on the Farseer, so we do have the Ring of Protection. Certainly going to be helpful for the beatdowns that are to come. Tier 2 on the way for Red Panda on the south side with a Voodoo Lounge. And for the humans, we do have Tier 2 beginning, Arcane Tower, and Arcane Vaults as well.
Panda's looking for him. He's been running around trying to find where he needs to go.
Looks like another creep
I'm
jack
still
here.
thinking about you getting advice from Gumiho of all people on how to defend a 1-1-1. Like, Gumiho is one of the craziest Terrans, at least in modern StarCraft. I don't remember how he played back then, but
He was very good as well. Is he one of the top players now?
He's very good, yeah.
Nice.
He's still around.
Get the ensnare on the footman there. That could be a free pick. That's a nice little freebie. Did we get the deny? Not quite. Mountain King kind of low. Probably going to be running back and vaulting, I would imagine, but another creep jack. Farseer will probably not get level 2 off this camp, correct?
No.
No.
Yeah, it'll be just short, I think. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like this pressure.
short.
I feel like that's quite good
I
against
confidently
SingSing.
said no, but he's at 198 out of 200.
It ended up being really close.
It shouldn't have been as near. He got 15% bonus XP for being tier 2 without having a second hero in production.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, if you don't have a second... if you
I
don't
feel like
have a
sometimes
second...
you can just make claims and you know, make them sound like they're believable, and I would just... That's an actual thing?
That's an actual thing. You know what? You guys should keep yapping. I'll think of 3 facts. 2 are real and 1 is fake. And you guys need to guess which one isn't real.
You can basically just tell anything at this point. I will believe you. That sounds like a crazy game mechanic.
It's true, Loco, and it's the one thing I've been abusing in my matches.
He's got us round.
But it's double ring of
not enough,
protection
though.
on the Farseer, so he's totally fine. I think he could survive another. Just try.
Yeah, get some free footmen. Another kill on the Headhunter there. Nice chain lightning response. Probably another footy's going to be falling here. Potentially a bolt on this Headhunter to get the kill if he tries to get away. We will see. There's the kill.
Yep.
I think it's never worth trading
have taken a lot of
headhunters like this for footmen. But then maybe I'm too eager to save all my headhunters. Nice deny there on the Mountain King, killing that footman. SingSing keeps making footmen way more than usual. By the way, Red Panda is going to go for raiders and stuff and everything. Do you know how good it would be if you just went for like wyverns? There's no anti-air defense at all. Once you have 4 wyverns, you
That would
kill
just
the
be
tower.
game over. Double bestiary wyverns. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, do you have the facts ready, by the way? I think Loco and I are good to go. What do
Okay,
you got for us?
I'm gonna think of 2 facts. I'll shut up for a sec.
Oh, no worries, man. We'll keep the action going. We do see SingSing turtling up in the base, the classic Blood Mage coming out. And once again, Raiders from the Bestiary, fast tier 3, maybe for the 3rd hero. What's Loco, while we're kind of just chatting here, what's been the hardest matchup for you? For me, I always felt it was Night Elves, but did you ever struggle a lot versus Orc or Human?
I struggle against Blade Master quite a bit. I find Blade Master very tricky to play against, but it seems like in this tournament it's not popular at all. Especially like the old school style where they go for like the Wind Wall first rather than the mirror image.
Yeah.
It just feels like it is impossible to stop, but apparently it's terrible. So I don't know. I'm probably just bad at the game, but it's just one of those styles where I consistently, you don't pay attention for a second and suddenly you notice there's a Blade Master hacking away at your mineral line or whatever it's called in this game. It's it's rough. What about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, probably the hardest is Night Elf. I think I have like a 30% win rate against Night Elf on ladder. Pretty
I'm
rough.
glad to help in that department.
You
Crank
added
it up
another
a
L.
little.
You added another L to the column as well, though. But yeah, for me, the Blade Master harass with the Windwalk is like gives me a lot of anxiety. I think when I first started playing, I was like, as soon as it happened once, I'm just like on edge. And what the good Orc players will do is they'll Blade Master harass while, and have him kind of solo you and farm you and steal your items while they creep with like a level 2 hero. It's super strong, I feel, but yeah, I guess it's just not good anymore. It's not popular. Maybe we're just potatoes.
I'm noticing, like, when I first started playing, it was like, okay, everything's kind of hard, but like, I hate Orc in particular, but now it's starting to be a little bit more specific. Like, for example, Blade Master, or for example, Undead late game, I find very tricky. But it's, I feel like we're specifying as time goes by.
Ooh, dude, did you see that? So looking over at the Mountain King, we do see the Sobi mask coming in. That item is cracked on the Mountain King. So it increases his mana regeneration rate by 50% in tandem with the Blood Mage, feeding him mana. That's like infinite Stormbolts and Claps. It's going to be really rough for the Orc army for sure.
Just start stomping. He's got the most powerful Dota hero he needs right now.
I know, it's scary. Did you ever play Dota yourself? You ever have any MOBA experience?
Very little. I played a bunch of Heroes of the Storm. I think Heroes is a lot of fun, but I immediately get competitive, and then if we have teammates to worry about. Speed Scroll, by the way, coming in as he's trying to catch up to this army. There's the Stomp coming too, though. Gonna make it more difficult to chase this down.
So he's going Shockwave this game, a little bit of a change, but the creeps are attacking the Orc army from the back, which is unfortunate. Farseer a little bit overextended, and we do see the Mountain King getting the mana feed. He's going to get a huge clap right now, definitely kill a couple of Headhunters, and once again, SingSing just kind of dominating these trades with the Mountain King.
Such a sick...
so many Headhunters die in these games.
Such a sick thunderclap on the back line there. Meanwhile, the creeps were hitting the Headhunters from the back. Mountain King's mana is in a great spot. Another Stormbolt down the Farseer. He doesn't have a clap. He's gonna auto attack at TP, but more Headhunters will die. Dude, RedPanda is getting slaughtered.
He is the style.
Clap nothing at all. Okay.
That was just a celebratory stomp right there.
Okay, I'm ready, guys.
Sending a message. Yeah. Okay, what do we got? Loco goes first. Yeah, let's get Loco. He can go first, and I'll go second.
Okay.
Then you tell us what's right.
I got 3 facts. 2 of them are true. Number 1, you can gain bonus range on your Priestess of the Moon if you manual cast Searing Arrows instead of having it on autocast and simply right-clicking.
Do I have to tell if it's true right now or no?
You can.
I talked to Kevin about this morning. It's true.
Okay, number 2, you can save money on a Town Hall power build if you spam right-clicks with your peasants on the Town Hall. And number 3, the order in which you kill creeps in a camp can influence how much XP you gain from them.
You want to go first, Loco? You got this, brother?
I'll let you. I'm trying to figure out if there's some sort of caveat to that last one. That last one sounds fake for sure.
Yeah, I agree with Loco. I think the last one's fake. 100%. The second one was... What was the second one again,
You
Grubby?
can save money on Town Hall power build if you spam right-clicks with your peasants on the Town Hall.
That also sounds broken, but it could be some
fake.
wonky mechanic, you know?
No, that's got to be fake. I think the only true one is the first one. The other 2 are fake.
So you think I tricked you and I lied about how many are true?
Yes.
No,
I think so.
I think the third one's fake. The third one's fake.
You are correct, Turin. I did lie, but it's because all 3 are true.
What?
All 3 are true?
Yes.
What? You can spam click your town center and build shit faster?
No, not faster. You spend less money.
Oh. Wait, that seems like a weird mechanic.
It is, but there's a good reason for it. But first, let's watch the slaughter. SingSing is killing all the units. RedPanda has an expansion. He's got his tier 3 finished, but he's not really using it for anything except the expo. And SingSing actually is making his own expo right now. We're killing mad units. SingSing has a small army. He doesn't have priests or sanctum or anything like that, but he's just winning all these fights because his heroes are doing a better job than what RedPanda's heroes are doing.
Yeah.
That's a great point. And I'm kind of like having slight flashbacks to being bullied by Pally Rifle. It's like very similar in principle, right? Just feeding mana to a carry and
Yep.
yeah, this is just nasty. And the Mountain King is isn't this how Dendi played in the last event finals? Wasn't he just like crushing people with the Mountain King and Blood Mage?
I think so. I think you're right. And, you know, I lost to this really badly 1 or 2 days ago against Starbuck. And I didn't know what to do at all. Apparently, SingSing and his coach, Blankmeyer, watched that, said, this looks pretty good, and let's do the same thing. And I'm just getting flashbacks against it. Like, it's really tough to play against.
Yeah.
This is looking really strong. I mean, I feel like 50% of the damage has come from the Mountain King, right? Like, he's just dealing, like, just in total, it's just dealing so much damage.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, it's really
I don't know how
sick.
you mitigate that. I think I liked Grubby's suggestion earlier, just with the semi cheese using the fast, you know, Farseer harass into immediate attack into like double Viciary Mass Wind Riders. I think that could, you know, the Mountain King can't shoot up, obviously, right? So I think that would potentially catch SingSing off guard. Who's the coach for RedPanda, by the way?
It's Franzis. Franzyzz. He's a 2300 MMR orc, so very good, semi-pro plus. And he also has been like top ranks in 4-on-4. So experienced guy. They've been talking quite a bit. He's from Austria, so they speak the same language.
Oh, powerful. Yeah,
Nope.
that's good. Do you think he's going to give him any like wild advice like that, or do you think we're going to be seeing kind of similar builds? Because even you were saying that you struggled against his style.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord of the Orcs himself. So I mean, yeah, it seems really brutal. The Mountain King seems like such a bully.
The thing is, it's not always about how do you counter something straight up. It's about how do you counter the timings, and are you sufficiently exploiting the weaknesses of. A lot of people tell me I should do Torrent Chieftain first, and I keep explaining them that that doesn't really work because people can mess with you early, which prevents your game from taking off. It's kind of the same with Mountain King. It's just that because the opponents don't know the weakness, RedPanda doesn't know how to exploit the Mountain King as much, that SingSing gets to get away with something that, at least Mountain King 1 base, that maybe shouldn't work, that maybe has vulnerabilities that are not being exploited.
Well, in a way, it's kind of similar to the first couple games we had in our series. Like, he didn't know what to do against the Necro Wagon too much in the first couple games, and then he adapted. So I would love to see some sort of an adaptation here, some sort of a switch. I mean, obviously with similar fundamentals of maybe early Headhunter and Farseer, but
Dude,
I like him using the mobility, but yeah. Dude, it's
Sorry,
insane.
I'm just looking at the hammer and it's being thrown from like half a screen away. It's so strong.
Yeah. Oh, the claps, dude. Oh my god. It's gonna
Oh,
force a TP,
he
isn't
used
it?
invulnerability potion on the wrong hero on the Torrent Chieftain, and the Panda, his Farseer had Town Portal and he just died. It's a complete blunder.
Oh,
Yeah.
and now he
this
uses
is
an info pot himself. He's going to go after the other hero, but GG is already cold. SingSing.
God.
Wow.
He fell apart.
Is the Sobi mask the best item he could get on the Mountain King?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like a second blood mage, right? Like he's just getting more and more mana.
So,
Damn.
on the 2 tricks, or the 3 tricks, bonus range from manual cast, you learned that from Kevin. Saving money on Town Hall power build. The way that it works is, I think Blizzard wanted to prevent, when they designed the game, they wanted to prevent someone from accidentally overspending a lot of money on a power build they didn't intend. In their internal playtests, which companies used to have, they probably
Just outsource it to your paying customer. What seems to be the problem?
I think they found that a lot of people accidentally right-clicked a farm, barracks, altar, or town hall that they didn't mean to, and then would spend a lot of money early on. So I think they wanted to give a forgiveness mechanic where the bonus money that you spend from power building ramps up after 1 second of building. So initially, you don't spend anything, and then boom, the graph goes up, and it levels out to its continuous spend rate. So if you keep doing right-click, stop, right-click, stop, right-click, stop with like 10 peasants on a town hall, you never get to the second 2 where you get your normalized expenditure. So you keep being in that early phase that has the forgiveness mechanic, which is like 1 or 2 gold spent instead of the dozens of gold per second it would otherwise be. So it's
kind of cracked.
It's kind of cracked.
Yeah. Do people do that? Like at a high
Yeah, I was
level?
gonna
Like
say,
if
is
you're
that
watching
actually like a practical
Never.
thing people do?
Never. But they,
too much APM.
2029 meta incoming.
but they should though.
Yeah.
They should. If you are down to you have like 12 peasants and you quickly want to rebuild and you have 500, 600 gold. If you don't do it, it'll cost you 1,000 gold to power build with 10 peasants. But if you do, it costs you like 50. So it's an insane hack to get like a 20-second town hall hat without spending that much.
Damn. That's
It
impressive,
seems,
dude.
isn't that doable in the early game, or am I losing my mind? I guess you still need like the base resources just to start the structure.
Yeah, you do need the
Like, you
base
can't
resources to
obviously start it with
start.
50.
And you would have to bring
Yeah.
10 peasants off lumber, which sometimes you don't even have yet. Waiting for
Right.
Loco in the game. People asked to explain the third fact.
I'm too scared now to join the wrong lobby, man. I get shouted at by your mods. I don't want to make any mistakes.
The third fact is like higher level heroes get less XP from creeps. So if you're very close to the tipping point of leveling and you have a level 3 creep you could kill or a level 1, and either one will level you up, you should first kill the level 3 so that you get high XP from it, and then you get diminished XP from the level 1. Rather than getting the level 1 and then getting diminished XP from the level 3. It could save like 4, 6, 8, 10 XP. So it does matter.
Hmm.
That one was
Yeah,
not as
there's-
interesting.
are there
I
any-
thought that was pretty cool. You guys have like no reaction
no, it
to
is. I'm just trying to
No, that's
digest
really
it.
cool.
What are the? I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of these. It's such a dude. Your statement about like actually like having internal playtesters is so true, man. Oh my god. I mean, so for both of you, question for both of you guys, for StarCraft, for Warcraft 3, do you guys get patches or updates and then just like they just introduce something bugged or broken and you're just stuck with it for like 2 months? Is that something you guys have to deal with?
Yep. Yep, that
Okay,
happens.
it's not just Total War then. I was just checking. I thought it might just be us, but
Not in Warcraft 3
it's-
anymore. They're actually hot fixing things. I don't know how we got so lucky. I'm super grateful for it. But I hear that's a pain point sometimes for you to win in Total War.
oh, dude, it's pure suffering, dude. You have no idea. You'll just get like a unit. We have to. So let's say you're like compare it to Warcraft 3, right? They introduce a patch. They change a stat line to let's say like Headhunter, okay? And then what it does is it makes the Headhunter throw 5 spears instead of 1. So then we just have that bug for like 3 months, and we just have to ban that unit. So Orc just can't use Headhunter.
Okay,
Right.
now, StarCraft is not that bad, okay? Like, if there is a problem like that, somebody goes into the code and fixes it. That's
Okay, because we get that shit for like
there
2
seems
months.
to be an
or, like-
emergency
2
button
months.
somewhere.
So what happens
It's
when you
not
do
2 months.
ladder?
It's like a month, maybe like 3 weeks. I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's yeah, it's the Wild West, dude. It's the Wild West over
That's
there. But
crazy. So, tournament organizers specifically just say, yo, this build, you can't do it anymore.
not builds, but also in Total War competitive in the battles, you have like the rosters are massive. It's not like this. Like
Right.
you probably felt this, Loco, right? Like, did you feel pigeonholed into Dryad Bear, like in most of your builds? Like that's just kind of what you do, right? Like there's
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like in Total War, there's like maybe 7 to 10 different viable builds you can use. So it's the rosters are massive comparatively. So it's not as bad, but it's still really haggard.
So do you get players
Anyways.
accidentally or purposefully maybe trying to sneak in a couple units
Yes.
that they aren't supposed
Yeah.
to?
Yes.
I can hear the pain in your voice. I want
Dude,
to
this
ask.
Pure suffering. Yeah, this has been nice for sure. Like playing, not having to deal with that kind of stuff's great. But it looks like we do have Farseer as well as Mountain King again. So no one's deviating. The Zeus has been doing quite a bit of work, it would seem.
Yeah.
And we're 2-0,
And it's
right?
been working, right? So,
2-0,
Grubby,
yes.
you mentioned that like maybe it's exploitable, but they're not executing it. What would be like? Maybe you can't talk about this too much, but what would you do?
I would just, I mean, I know from experience, losing against Mountain King first twice now, that he would do it again. Like, you can just know. Because you know that someone has found something they're comfortable with. So you can cut corners that are not normally possible in ladder. I know this guy is going to Mountain King expand. Therefore, you could do a 17-foot tech without a barracks and just rush double Bestiary Wyverns. It 100% wins. You can even send your heroes through the meat grinder. Hire Firelord, get bolts around it, die. Bolts around it, die. It doesn't matter. You kill all the towers, and eventually, it's literally a checkmate.
Grubby, is the prophecy coming true? We see the Great Hall teching at 17 supply.
Yeah, but he made...
Do you think he's heard the whispers?
No, he made a barracks. He teched at 220, 218 maybe. You can tech at 145. And if you micro peons, you can tech at 135. That means you have 5-minute wyverns in your enemy base. Do me a favor, 2 minutes later, check how much anti-air SingSing has at minute 5. It's gonna be nothing.
It'll be an
Yeah,
Arcane
nothing
Tower.
until like minute 8 in the previous game.
The Arcane Tower doesn't do anything against
Yeah,
wyverns.
no, it does 8 damage.
Yeah, Guard
He's
Tower,
once more
yes.
trying to go for that really greedy expo, by the way, not getting it either in this game.
Is it? It's kind of a thing to. Does most of the community in Warcraft 3 complain that humans are OP? Is that like a gag? I've noticed like every contender in the event was kind of like leaning that direction. I saw Lakari saying it. They're easier to climb with. False elo inflation. Like, is that a
I
community
think whatever
consensus?
race
Or-
you don't play is the overpowered one. That's what I've learned.
But everybody was saying humans though. It wasn't
I
just
think human
like.
is strong, and it's partially because of the Paladin rifle. It has been documented that people that switched to Pala rifle, whether they were human main or not with Archmage or non-human, when they switched to Pala rifle, people all over the ladder gain 100, 200, 300 MMR. So that's a pretty big deal. You guys know the meaning of MMR and how much 1, 2, 300 matters. With Pala rifle, you don't need to think anymore about army composition, so it takes away a lot of the mistakes you could make normally.
Got it. So it's like Mass Frenzy Ghouls, but it's actually good.
It's like Dryad Bear,
Yeah.
but a little earlier.
And it's simpler too.
Oh, man.
But having said that,
Yeah.
I do think it's healthy for the game that human can play one base, because for a large part of Warcraft 3 history, human needed to expand or die, because they got abused by every race, killing their peasants. So it's nice that it exists, but also it should be balanced. And there were some patches, and I'm sure that the Blizzard Warcraft 3 balance team is looking at all the games at low and high level, seeing whether they need to turn any more knobs. Nice kills here by SingSing. I think that's
Yeah.
3, now 4. Is it 4 headhunters? Oh, it's gonna be Firelord!
That's 3. The fire chat
Yeah.
is here, and it was 3 headhunters picked off. That's so much. And SingSing just gives up a little bit of mana. He basically is just going to get 3 headhunters for 1 clarity potion.
Okay, RedPanda just did
Pretty
something
freaking
sick. He
brutal.
was body blocking the Mountain King with 1 wolf, and then attacking with the rest. But the only problem is he was attacking his own body blocking wolf with the rest.
Oh no.
A little misclick there.
So
Man,
close
imagine
to
this
greatness.
attack though with like 4 extra headhunters. This would actually be very scary.
And they're all dead. Also, you can send 2 wolves in when you know MK is going to go for clarity regen. You know it's going to happen. Then he wants to wait because it takes 45 seconds. So if you send 2 wolves in, you get the cancel. It's quite good.
Yeah, we do see the wolves coming out. Like, once again, just god tier claps coming out from the Zeus, as you guys have called it. Footman getting a little bit low, but SingSing's been doing a great job of keeping his Footman alive. Micros him very, very well, although he has lost a couple here. And oh, the duplicating lava spawns. That's right. That's going to be brutal damage.
Yeah. Not going for a flying army, but maybe he has found some sort of answer to this.
He's got money
maybe.
for double bestiary. It's very strong. You don't even need to go wyverns. You can even go double bestiary raiders. Raiders are tanky enough to survive bolts and claps. And once you start locking everything down, it means Mountain King cannot step up anymore. People are seriously sleeping on the power of double bestiary, and unfortunately, it's not part of RedPanda's playbook. He's making headhunters, going tier 3. He's basically... I mean, I want to credit SingSing and his coach for... Especially SingSing, because he's the one doing it. For switching it up this late and making it look that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super impressive, honestly. Most of the players in the event have really stuck to their kind of guns in terms of 1 or 2 kind of styles. But yeah, he seems pretty flexible. He has not played Pally Rifle in this event, has he?
Nope.
I know he initially placed with that and did really well, but I don't think he's ever dabbled in the Forbidden Arts, has he?
No, not in the tournament. Only Tommy
But
K.
it's cool to see that like he
Oh, oh!
started off with like Pally Rifle and then he started fast expanding, but now he's flexible just playing 1 base too. Like it's a range of playstyles. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
RedPanda nearly killed his own item.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 1 step above just leaving the item there, I suppose. Yeah, like, I guess it's better than just leaving it, so at least your opponent doesn't get it. We got 1/1 heroes currently for the Orc player. So I guess the big power spike for both the Farseer and the Fire Lord would be 3, getting those level 2 summons and trying to go in for the kill with that, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so. Technically, Firelord's most relevant power spike is when he's born at level 1. He doesn't, he doesn't
Yeah,
really want to
Tavern.
go late game because he's a rush hero that kind of falls off.
Yeah. Ooh, Book of the Dead
Book of the
seems
Dead,
really good
yeah.
for early pressure, right?
Oh yeah, true.
More summons.
Actually,
Yeah.
could you just... What if you hire mercenaries now? Ah, but he doesn't have Burrow. You could hire the entire mercenary camp. Priest, Berserker, Mud Golem, Mauler. You wedge yourself behind the gold mine outside of range of tower and you summon Book of the Dead. It's actually...
Oh, that's just game over.
Yeah, it's game over. It would be.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be brutal. Footman here trying to scout for the expansion. He looks like he's going to be getting picked off. Up in the north, we do have the Blood Mage coming out. Mountain Chad with boots this time. So he's going to be certainly hunting down some of these squishies. And boots will be very synergistic with getting in clap position, I would imagine.
Yes, it's funny because SingSing was playing for like a week or so, maybe a little over a week, having amazing, astute observations and lessons learned and whatnot. But he never had boots on his Mountain King. And when I told him during coaching, boots is good, he's like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I'm always just out of range of the perfect thunderclap. Today he's making very good use of that hero. Never thought he would go MK first because he had a plan on day 5 and 6 of his practice to practice MK first, but he ditched it for time economy. Only to bring it back now.
Yeah, it's a great adjustment. I mean, on day 1, he struggled with the aggression coming in from Viper and obviously did drop that series. And, you know, he was suffering against Firelord Farseer pressure. And this is a very excellent adjustment from him.
Double slippers on Firelord. Pretty nice auto attack damage. Sorry about that, Loco. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I think they're maybe on their way to each other, but SingSing decided to turn around and go for the Goblin Shop instead.
Almost paid the troll toll there as the headhunter ran around. The Wildkin, a pretty beastly creep camp there. Certainly one of the more difficult ones. Oh, dude, what about some Zeppelin drops?
Map are insane. They're both really good. Oh, Rub with the Magi?
Oh, he's going to leave it. No, he's going for it. Okay, looks like we could have a fight here, but that's a very tattered orc army.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Clap level
no.
2! There's a Book of the Dead.
Dude,
It's
every
gonna...
time the Mountain King does anything, these little headhunters die.
Soulburn!
He needs-
Soulburn, level 1, 8 second silence. 4, 3. He's gonna TP out with only Farseer. He didn't need to. The Mountain King was still soul burned. Maybe he did.
Yeah,
Well,
just it's
we
the
can
fear. You
continue
put the
stomping
fear
over here. Yeah. Just keep stomping whenever you have the cooldown.
No cancel on the
A lot
burrow.
of juice available as well on the Blood Mage.
Oh my god. Another clap coming in that's hitting 3 headhunters. These headhunters are so low. It is the exact wrong army against Mountain King. There's no unit on the ground more vulnerable to clap than that. He's gonna go for the Fire Lord. Auto attacks. Auto attacks from the Blood Mage. One more hit. Fire Lord.
Nice scroll.
Throw it!
Nice scroll. Oh, that's so good.
Tatake!
This is such a scrappy. This is a much scrappier game for sure. I mean, if he's able to hold this expansion, that's going to be pretty substantial considering Sing's on one base. Do you like Aura first on the Chieftain, or do you think coming out with the War Stomp would have been a little bit more impactful?
I think here you want to spell. Aura is a nice value play when you're playing creeping on the map so that you conserve mana, but that's not the right play here. Now he's just going to become a sponge for the Blood Mage eventually.
Yeah.
Oh, big clap.
Dude, that
The range
Mountain
is
King
getting
micro.
pretty ridiculous on that too.
Oh, you can see the Dota skills, just the way he maneuvers his heroes.
Yeah.
It's certainly leagues above probably a lot of us, I would imagine.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He
from
got
downtown.
It's from so far away.
Well, I better get ready, man. This. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
it's time for the finals, maybe.
You want to prep
Oh my
like Loco
goodness.
and I close it out?
I think you have
Yeah,
about
I'll-
20 seconds at his rate.
It's okay actually. If you want to because it's time.
No, I'm good. I'll stay to the end. Just give me like 3 minutes after this to
Sure.
to get some water and stuff, and I'll be good.
Sure.
If it, I
difficult
mean,
to
I
predict what
hope
he would go for,
there's.
man.
I want more games in the series, but this is looking relatively bleak as the Great Hall is going to be taken out. We do have the 3/3 heroes plus the Chieftain coming back. He may be able to fend this off, but Mountain King having 160 mana may say differently, I think.
Another thunderclap
That
there.
Mountain King is smelling blood. He's just running around, stomping whenever he can. Oh, look, he's going back in.
Man, someone taught this Dota player how to play a Dota hero in this game, and
Yeah.
I think it's changed the paradigm of things quite a bit. I'm expecting the Mountain King in my match. I think he's going to do it actually.
I think I'm expecting Mountain Kings more in general. Like, I think people are watching this, even people that are higher MMR than SingSing, and they're like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. This is really good, actually. I think we'll see more MK Blood Mage in general against Orc.
Yeah. Now, Grubby.
Maybe
the
less important, but
question.
it also just seems really fun to play, you know?
Yeah, it's fun.
Just running around and stomping with the little guy. Oh, here we go.
my
Another
God,
hero
the
down.
Chieftain.
Yep. Wow.
That's rough, dude. The important question: are we going to see more Dreadlord, Grubby? Huh? A little solo Dreadlord action?
I think people
Probably
are more
not.
afraid to copy you because the performance ceiling seems higher. Like, there's more things you need to be able to do on the map. But this is like a fighting style. It's the easier kind of style to copy. I think you're safer now as the holder of that strategy by
The
yourself.
gatekeeper.
Oh, he gets another one. Fire Lord's gonna go down.
Oh,
Level
that's game
5 Mountain
blouses.
King.
Oh.
We
You know, I
got
wanted
one
to actually
peon
ask you this,
trying to
Loco.
repair.
What do you think, Loco, of all the races in this game? Which ones correlate to which StarCraft races? Have you had any opinions on that?
Oh, I think it's really difficult because the overlap, it's kind of there, but a lot of the mechanics are different. Like if you look at Undead, it kind of looks like Zerg visually, but
Yeah.
Zerg's
some
usually
Protoss tech.
mass expense, so I don't think there's like a one-to-one comparison. This is all very
Got it.
different. But well played right there, man. SingSing really
GG.
looking strong.
Dude, absolute Terminator today, man. SingSing is out for blood, man. Oh, man. It's going to be good. All right, boys. I'm going to go get ready. You guys do your interview, and we'll see you in a second, yeah?
All right.
Yeah, good luck in the finals.
Good luck, Turin.
Hey, it was fun casting with you guys. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you guys on the other side.
Okay. Loco, will you join me for the finals too?
I can join for the finals, sure. I don't know if you have anybody waiting, but I can
Cool.
join.
No, either will do duo. I don't know if my mods organized anything, but I'd love to have you for the finals. Just gonna organize. I'm just gonna check out with what's going on with the mods, and then we'll get ready for SingSing against Turin. Should be fantastic.
Should be a really close match. I think both of them have been playing some fantastic Warcraft, right? Like the fact that SingSing started playing like 2 weeks ago is pretty mind-boggling, honestly. Like he seems to have a really deep understanding and just such a variety of play. That's the most impressive part to me. Like I've gotten decent at playing one strategy, but then only in very specific circumstances. But He's gotten very strong in a wide variety of builds. It's really cool.
Yeah, and he started like a week later. Very
Yeah.
impressive. Very impressive. Let's see. Do you think we should give SingSing a few minutes break to prepare?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I'll message him. How much do you think it should be? 3, 5, 10?
Yeah, I would say at least like 5 minutes. Maybe like skip the interview for now and just give him some time to breathe.
Yeah, makes sense. Skip interview.
However long he needs, I guess.
I think he doesn't have much to say anyway for the interview. Like, I could tell he's locked in. He doesn't really want to let go with his post-game interviews. Skip interview, take 10 minutes. RedPanda would like to join the cast. I would love to have him. TriCast, Loco, RedPanda, and me would be great. I messaged him already. He didn't reply in Discord.
Yeah, you can also drop in at any time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
This has been a lot of fun, Grubby.
Yeah.
It's really nice to... I think a lot of us, I feel like everybody's been saying this, but a lot of us have been kind of interested in giving Warcraft 3 a try, but it's kind of intimidating to jump into a game, you know, that you know is difficult. But this has been like a really fun event. I've been loving it.
What was your view of Warcraft 3 before ever playing it?
Fun fact, actually, I heard of Warcraft 3 for the very first time. I think I may have mentioned this to you, but when you were in that television show in the Netherlands,
Really?
in like 2009, 2008 or so, I lived with my parents obviously at the time, and they were like, "Yo, there's this guy on the television talking about video games. What is this? Apparently, he's like a world champion or something." I'm like, "What? What is this?" I had never really heard of esports or Warcraft 3 at the time, and I guess that's the first time I heard of it, and it seemed hard. It seemed really difficult.
Hello there.
Yo,
Hello.
Leon.
I'm not disappointed, but I would have loved to at least get one game. But
Yeah.
really, GG's to SingSing.
It's one of those
100
strategies that you just rarely see, right? So I guess you probably haven't played against it.
Yeah, I played against Mountain King a lot, Mountain King first, but no one on my level could execute it this well. And I think, at least from spectating Viper versus SingSing, I think he played even a bit more, a bit cleaner against me than against Viper. But maybe that's just my imagination.
He played it like a Dota hero. That's basically what it comes down to. He just played Dota with some other units.
He's pretty good at that, right?
Yeah.
But it was a really nice series. And I am really looking forward to the final with those two